All right. Today we got a quick interview, but one I'm really excited to have gotten because Beastay is the only player in Triple Triad tournament history to have ever beaten DocEvil in a tournament. DocEvil played 3 tournaments and he won the first 2, and the finals, SE Tifa, he played Beastay in the finals and lost. So I thought Beastay would be a really cool person to reach out to, and he answered a bunch of the questions, and I'm excited to relay his answers. How would you describe your Triple Triad play/style? I think my play was aggressive. I was always on the offense, looking to flip as many cards as I could. I liked to set up traps and develop hands difficult to counter. I always wonder, because I never saw DocEvil play, right? And I've seen Nimloth play a couple games many, many years after he played. I should say, Beastay also said it's been an absolute age since he last played properly. It's hard to answer these so many years past, which is completely fair. But I do think there's a certain type of top player, which I was often one, that didn't deal that well with captures. That a sort of very interactive kind of player was quite difficult to handle. And so I wonder on that front if that made Beastay a particularly difficult opponent for DocEvil, but no idea, obviously. Who is your most interesting opponent? This would be from the TripleTriad.com days where it all began. A player called TNTC. It was great to play him and also learn from him. Very strategic and a very good player. Think he was from the Netherlands. Yeah, you hear a bit about TNTC, and it's always good players. It's always like Ace, I think, mentioned him. But he's someone where don't have tournament records, so my stuff hasn't focused on him, and one of those people you hear really good things about, and yeah, I feel like the legend has been lost a little. What formation or move type do you like more than other players do? I was easy. I always liked to play trade games. If I wanted to have if I wanted to have run, it would be random closed games, but for serious games, open it would be. I used to play trade, random closed, with my SE Tifa in hand to give people a shot. Wow. That's that's a brave thing to do. That's pretty cool though. I obviously have seen people play open trade with rares, but I do not think I've seen anyone play open trade with an SE. That's quite a feat. What formation or move do you like less than other players do? I'm easy, like I said, as long as the game had rewards, trade, open or closed, it didn't bother me. Proudest Triple Triad moment. It would have to be winning SE Tifa. There was a bit of drama along the way to victory in that tourney, but got there in the end and won Tifa. Another proud moment was pulling Chubby Chocobo out of a pack on TT.com. That was the rarest of rare cards. Proper buzz, ha. Okay, so I have a bunch of things here. One is I'm reminded when Triple Triad was reborn and Beastay appeared for a couple days and then didn't stick. But I remember them posting on the Facebook, I'll take on anyone, any rules, just challenge me. And I think that very much fits into the attitude of, yeah, I'll play open trade with the SE I won. Let's go for it. And then second of all, I think I had no idea that Chubby Chocobo was like the biggest rare. That's pretty funny. That's a fun card, I think, to have be super rare. And then lastly, the drama on the way to Tifa, as I recall, from what I've been told, I believe Lionheart beat Beastay in the quarterfinals and then withdrew. So Beastay advanced, and then Beastay went on to win the semis against I'm not sure who, but then beat DocEvil in the finals. So even despite being a tournament win that includes a loss, it's still one of the most incredible tournament wins ever, given who he beat. Also speaks to how good Lionheart was at that point. So yeah, bit of drama along the way, but did get there in the end. Huge tournament to have won. Should Delial be banned? Yeah, why not? Excellent answer. Beastay is on the ban Deli train. Should Elemental be abolished? No comment really. Wasn't around when I played. What clans will always have a place in your heart? I was CC Beastay after all, so has to be the prestigious card club. Top 3 to 5 picks for GOAT. In no particular order, Ace, TNTC, Mafi Josie, Kamikaze, Lionheart. So much like Ace, this is a list that includes Mafi Josie, just obviously one of the early legends who stuck around and continued to be very, very good. I love seeing Kamikaze get a shout out here. He's clearly one of the early greats as well. Lionheart, Ace also mentioned as possibly the best ever. Ace is regularly mentioned. Ace himself did not mention himself, but everyone else who was around then does. And TNTC again. Interesting that neither DocEvil nor Nimloth gets a mention here, because there are other people often mentioned at this point in time. But a really good, interesting list. I'd love to hear more about TNTC if anyone has stories there. As the person I feel least connected to, also Lionheart. When did you start playing, and what was your favorite era? I started playing on TT.com when it was just FF8 deck. Brilliant days with a solid community spirit. I would say my best era was on TTX.com. Also, always cool when you have someone who won a tournament on TTA and does not consider that, like, anything near their best era. Though it was pretty early TTA, so quite close in time. Biggest weakness as a player. Too risky in play. Sometimes I was a little sloppy. Sorry, I can't read. Let's start over. Too risky in play. Sometimes I was a little sloppy and steamed into moves too, without thinking, Hope this helps your content, mate, and it's not too dull. No, this was very cheerful and good. Quick interview. Thank you so much for doing it to Beastay. And I think one of the kind of players with a fun bravado, right? I feel like the mic's picking up too loudly. Sorry if it's a little loud. I don't know we'll leave it. Okay. But I think a player with a really fun, nice bravado, clearly willing to take on all challengers and compete with whatever. And the thing of using an SE in open trade games is very ballsy. So, fun tidbits. Hope you enjoyed this. See you for the next interview.